I just made myself a little yogurt bowl for breakfast. I loaded it up with golden kiwis, blueberries, and just a little bit of granola for some crunch. I love this vanilla bean yogurt from Noosa. Their stuff is so good. I just made myself a lovely hot chocolate, if I do say so myself. I think this is my favorite hot chocolate mug. It's just so cute and festive, and it's like the perfect size. I've had myself a day, but it was a boring day for the vlog, so I didn't really vlog much today besides my breakfast and going for a walk. I had to get a bunch of work done, and then I had to run some errands. I did a little Target pickup, but it was just for like laundry detergent and boring stuff like that. But now we are cozy with a little afternoon hot chocolate, and I thought I would show you my current makeup routine. I cannot remember the last time I shared anything about makeup on here, and I used to do it all the time, so I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because I'm very boring with my makeup, and when I find stuff that I like, I just use it for years and years. So a lot of these products you might have heard me talk about before, but anyway, let's just get into it because there are some new things and some things that I literally just got today in my Target pickup that I'm excited to try. I got a new mascara to try. I never tried new mascara, so this is kind of huge. I'm kind of nervous because mascara can like ruin my whole, I feel like mascara, it's one of the last things I do, and it sometimes just like ruins my whole look. So kind of scary, but I've heard really good things about this Lash Paradise, L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and I got it in brown. And then I'm also trying a new liquid liner, which is also something really scary to try that's new. It's the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. I don't know why. I'm not a big drugstore makeup girly, but these I just heard really good things about, and I just ran out of I literally had it for like 3 years or more, the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I think that's what it's called. I used that for so many years and it finally dried up on me. I definitely don't wear liquid eyeliner that often, so it lasted me years and years, and then it finally dried up. So anyway, I'm gonna try this because it looks very similar, and it's supposed to be a dupe for the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I feel like they did a rebrand and it might not even be called that anymore, but anyway, I digress. Let's do some makeup. I have learned a new makeup trick that has kind of changed my life, so I'm excited to share that with you. I don't know if it's groundbreaking, but it was really groundbreaking for me, and it just has to do with how I apply my concealer. So I need some hot chocolate. The first step in my makeup routine is always, well, of course, skincare, but then I always get my beauty blender nice and damp. I haven't really worn foundation or even like a tinted moisturizer in a really long time. If I'm gonna spend a lot of time outside, I will do my La Roche-Posay tinted sunscreen, and that does give a little bit of coverage. And then if it's like a special occasion or like we're going out to dinner or something, I will do the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This is something that I've worn and loved for literally 6 million years, ever since I learned about foundation, pretty much. But anyway, I am always going between these two concealers, the Hourglass concealer and the Kosas concealer. This is more on the clean beauty side, which I feel like I'm really leaning more towards clean beauty these days, but the Hourglass is just so good. I feel like when my skin's already looking really good, I lean towards Kosas as well because this is a lot more high coverage. I do feel like the Hourglass shades are a little bit of a better match for me, at least the ones that I have. I probably should just try some more Kosas shades, but today I'm gonna go with Hourglass because I do feel like I've used this more often than this over the last year or so. Like this is what I reach for more often. So the two shades I have are Fawn, which is what I use all over my face, and then I have Cotton, which is a lot brighter, and so I pretty much only just use like a tiny dot of this under my eyes. Okay, now for the applying concealer trick. So what I do is first just wipe it onto my hand, and then I take my Hourglass brush, I think this is a concealer brush, and I just kind of prime the brush. I learned this from a makeup artist that like popped up on my reels, and the way she explained this technique just really spoke to me. She's like, if you're painting a wall, you're not just gonna slap the paint on the wall and then go in with the roller or the paintbrush. You prime the roller or the paintbrush like in the paint itself, and then you very nicely put it on the wall, and it just like makes it look so much better, and it blends more seamlessly, and it makes it so that it doesn't like cake on or anything. So that's what I've been doing. I basically put it on my hand first, and then I prime it into the brush, and then I put it wherever I want to. I usually start with my chin, and it just goes on so much more seamlessly and beautifully. I do think that it means I use definitely a lot more concealer than if I were just to put it on my face because it soaks more into the brush and also into my hand. But I think the effect is worth it. I'm telling you, this concealer really goes a long way. I just put a little too much on that last brush stroke, but it's okay, we can blend it out. This concealer is so high coverage that it is kind of like a foundation. I'm actually gonna use my beauty blender and just kind of take some of that off slash blend it better. I have a very unfortunate spot up here that is not going away. Okay, now I'm doing cotton, and I'm just gonna really make sure that I don't have too much product on the brush and like really prime it and press it into the brush before it goes onto my skin. I don't know, can you tell what's going on? It's really magical. The other side. See how covered I look? BRB, I'm gonna go wash off my hand. After I finish my concealer, I always just bounce my beauty blender all over just to make sure everything is 100% blended out and it kind of removes any excess. And then I always take a wet Q-tip and get the concealer out of my eyebrows because that drives me crazy. And then also my lips. Okay, next up is bronzer, and I have been really liking this NARS cream bronzer. It's the Laguna 02 bronzing cream. It looks kind of gross in the pan, but it's beautiful. I use my IT Cosmetics brush and I just kind of go like that. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. I just kind of dab it onto my upper cheek area and then some swirlies. I'm not a professional. Just try to blend it out and make it look nice and natural and sun-kissed. And then I go over my nose, just with the excesses on the brush, the forehead, and this just warms up my whole face so nicely, and I feel like it looks so pretty and natural and sun-kissed. It's not too orangey, it's got a nice little glow to it. This is probably my favorite cream bronzer that I've ever had. And then this Hourglass, this is very old, so please excuse the state of it, but the Ambient Diffused Bronze Light bronzer from Hourglass it's like pretty much completely gone. That's my favorite powder bronzer I've ever used, but I don't really use powder bronzer that much anymore ever since I found this cream one, and also because it's like gone. Now it's time for blush, and for the sake of me just sharing my favorite makeup things with you, I'm gonna share 3 blushes with you. Not that I'm gonna use, I'm only gonna use 2 of them today. So this liquid blush from NARS is called Dolce Vita, and it is so beautiful. I wore it all summer. I still wear it sometimes. But I haven't worn it in a while. I'm not gonna wear it today, but it's just like the cutest little application. It blends so beautifully. I think it looks good on everyone because it looks really cute on me, and it also looks really cute on my mom, and she's quite a few shades darker than me. So I think it's a really good like universal blush color. I adore this. I'm definitely gonna bring this on vacation with me. We're going on vacation in 2 days on a cruise, and I'm so excited. More about that in a little bit, but this definitely gives warm, sun-kissed, vacation-y vibes in my opinion. But lately, for like fall and winter, I have been wearing the Rhode Pocket Blush in the shade Sleepy Girl pretty much every single day. I adore this blush so much. I love the way that it blends. I do use the same brush that I use the bronzer for, and I just kind of get a little bit on it. And then upper cheekbones area. I heard that that makes your face look more lifted, and I think that it's true. I do feel like I have to apply quite a bit of this to like really make it pack a punch because it does blend so easily. I love putting a lot of blush on like the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. I just feel like it gives such a cute like sun-kissed effect, or like a windswept, like you've been out in the cold kind of look. Okay, for my third and final blush that I'm gonna share with you, this is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blush. The shade is 001 Pink. It is like crazy looking neon pink in the pot, but then whenever you put it on, it just has this like magical lit from within kind of vibe. I don't know how to explain it because it doesn't have any shimmer in it, does it? And this is just a fluffy Eco Tools brush. I like to layer it over the Rhode, and I think that it kind of like locks it in so that it stays on longer and then just adds like more of a pinky glow, which I think is really pretty for winter. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? It's hard to tell if you can see it in the camera, but it is just so cute. I think blush is actually my favorite part of doing my makeup. Can you see the rosy glow? Next, we're gonna do eyeliner, and most days I just use this Sephora retractable liner. It's dark brown, and I love it because I can just like smudge it on and then use the back smudger to like smudge it out really cute. So I can kind of make a little flick with it or just make it like a little bit of a smoky line. But I only do like the outer area of my lash line. So this is really truly my everyday liner. If I'm trying to look extra cute, like for a nice dinner out or a special occasion, I will do liquid liner. And since I just got this today, I really want to try it out. So we're gonna go with this. It could ruin everything, but I think it'll be fun. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio ink pen in brown. The tip really does look just like the Kat Von D tattoo liner, so I have high hopes. Okay, usually I'd be a lot closer to the mirror. I feel like I started it too low. Oh, it's not really coming out. I would rather it be slow to come out slash not be super heavy and pigmented than come out really quickly and like ruin my whole makeup, but it's like really not coming out. It's not going well. Eyeliner hardly ever does for me. I'm already having to fix it with a Q-tip. I'm gonna pause this eye for a second and try the other eye, and then we can come back. The hardest thing I find about eyeliner is getting like a thin enough, like tiny flick on the end. Like it's never thin enough, or it's never like going in the right direction. Like right now it's like going down, but I think that's a me problem because my eyes are just like not the best shape for doing flicked eyeliner. I think I've given up. I think this is gonna have to be a return or something because I just cannot get it to work. It keeps like sticking and going dry in the middle of me trying to apply it, and it's not gonna work for me. Okay, I just wiped it all off with a wet Q-tip. It came off pretty easily. So now I'm just blending out where I wiped because I feel like I messed up my concealer a little bit. I'm telling you, eyeliner is the absolute bane of my existence. I hate putting it on, but it makes such a big impact and it looks so good whenever it goes right that I just have to keep trying, you know? But the good thing is this is pretty much a foolproof liner. My everyday one, it's not liquid, it's just like a pencil, but I do really like it and it's very easy. I just scribble it on the outer corner. Maybe I just need to stick to what works for me, you know? And then I turn it around and smudge out the corner and smudge out the lash line. And then I take the beauty blender and I kind of go like that just to try to drag the line upwards. I do not wear mascara every day. I feel like it's actually kind of more rare these days that I'll have mascara on. I don't mind the way my eyes look without mascara, and it just feels like it's more trouble than it's worth most days. But I will always still curl my lashes because I feel like it just makes such a difference in my overall look. Today is a mascara day because we're trying a new mascara. I hope this goes better than the eyeliner did. I always have to scrape the excess off, especially on a brand new one. I'm gonna look really crazy for a second, okay? I'm always trying really hard not to overdo it with mascara because I feel like it can just really make my eyes look like really heavy and not good. Okay, one eye is done. I'm not very impressed. I don't think it looks like anything special. But let's try this eye. Do you see this clump? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is not what we want. I don't think I'm a fan. It's not offensive. Like there's nothing super wrong with it, but I just did not like the way that it was feeling when I was applying it. Like it felt clumpy, even though you can kind of brush the clumps out. I don't think it's anything special. I feel like it didn't really do anything for my lashes. It just kind of made them look darker, but they're not looking like super long or anything. So sadly, both of my new exciting drugstore makeup purchases were kind of flops. I think this has to be my favorite mascara of all time. It's the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. It really does make your lashes look so long and separated and really pretty, although mine is so dried out at this point that it doesn't do much. Also, it only comes in black. They don't have a brown version of this, and I really like brown mascara, but even still, I probably will continue to repurchase this and just hope that they come out in brown. I really can't think of any mascaras that I've used and loved as much as I love this one. I do like the Thrive Cosmetics one, but I feel like it doesn't last that long. Like it dries out and like changes, like the formula feels different after only a little while, but that one does come in brown. So, you know, I need to do my lips, but all my lip products are in my purse in the kitchen. So let me run and get those and I'll be right back. Okay, I went and got my lip stuff and then I realized that I completely forgot about my brows. So let me just do them real quick. I don't really do much to my brows. I just brush them with a clear gel And lately, I really need to get a new one because this one is starting to get gunky and like dry and gross, which happens to every brow gel. This one is by Patrick Ta. This is such a great brow gel, and it really lasts a very long time before it gets to this stage of being kind of like gunky and leaving like white residue in your brows, which sadly we're at that phase, but I just keep forgetting to buy more. Again, I don't try to do anything special with my brows. I just brush them so that they look like nice and neat and not like all over the place. Okay, now for lips, I'm very basic and I use the Wherever Walnut Makeup Forever lip pencil. I feel like every girl on earth has this lip pencil because Hailey Bieber uses it and talks about it. I did hear that Rhode is coming out with their own lip liner, which I'm so excited about. Once I put it on, I kind of just take my pinky finger and kind of blur out the edges. And then I use the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment Balm in Salty Tan. It's so pretty. I feel like it makes every lip color that I put on. If I put this on top, it looks so much prettier. I almost forgot a very key part of my makeup routine is to add back in my little freckle mole beauty mark situation here. Okay, that is my everyday makeup routine. Nothing crazy. I don't even do eyeshadow or anything like that. I just keep it very simple and just like fresh and alive. Add some life to my cheeks with the blush. I feel like that's the key ingredient here is just blush and concealer and bronzer. Also, I wanted to mention another favorite product for lips. I don't have it with me. I lost it. I don't know where it is. It's probably just like floating around my car somewhere. But the Clinique Black Honey Almost Lipstick, I think is what it's called, but it's Black Honey. It's like their iconic, it's like a cult classic lip thingy from Clinique. Anyway, I get it from my Ulta inside Target. It is so good. It's just like the perfect little flush of color. It's like My Lips But Better look. And I use that every single day whenever I have it. But like I said, it's been lost for like a week, which is really sad for me. So if I'm not going with my liner, I'll just put that on and it's just like easier to put on because it's not a full-on liner. So I'll just like slap that on with this over it or with my plain vanilla Summer Fridays over it. And it's so pretty and easy to put on. So I really hope that I find that soon. Otherwise I'll have to buy it again. Okay, that is everything makeup related that I will share with you probably for a long time because I don't see this routine changing anytime soon. I like know what I like and then I use it forever. I hope that you enjoyed that. Hopefully you found a product or two that you want to try out. I'll link all the stuff that I can below, of course. Okay, let's move on with the day. I think I'm gonna make gingerbread this afternoon. I'm in the mood to bake. And gingerbread just sounds so good. I'm gonna make a gingerbread loaf, not cookies, because we've had enough gingerbread cookies for a while, even though I still haven't perfected my recipe. But anyway, that's besides the point. I think I'm gonna try a gingerbread loaf recipe, which I don't know if I've ever made a gingerbread loaf. Surely I have, but I just can't remember. So I think I'm gonna get started on that soon. And then I really need to start packing because we are going on a cruise in a couple of days. The day after tomorrow is when we're leaving. So I thought it'd be fun to film a little pack with me, even though I'm really not a good packer. I think that filming it will help me be a little bit more thoughtful and better about packing. So we're gonna do that later. But first, let's make some gingerbread. It's a little bit later now, but we're about to finally make our gingerbread. I just got a little bit sidetracked and then realized I had to go to the grocery store because we were out of milk and I'm running low on molasses, which is like a very key ingredient for a gingerbread. So anyway, I've printed off my recipe. I am so excited to try this. I was just Googling gingerbread, like classic gingerbread loaf recipes, and this is one that popped up. It only had 34 reviews, but it was all 5 stars. And the girl who made this recipe is from New Zealand, which already is like a big tick in my box because you guys know Josh is from New Zealand, but they have the most amazing bakeries over there and baked goods, and they just like know what they're doing when it comes to baked stuff. So I feel like I can really trust this recipe. Not only that, but when I went to the very bottom of the recipe, it says the recipe was adapted by Al Brown, who is like a famous food celebrity kind of guy over in New Zealand, and we actually have one of his cookbooks and Josh like loves him. So I thought that was so cool and very meant to be. It does say that it takes a full hour and 20 minutes to bake because the temperature is 300, and I guess that keeps it nice and moist. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna follow this recipe to a T. I'm not gonna change anything and see how we go. What really sold me on it before I even saw the New Zealand of it all is it says it's heavily spiced with a perfect moist texture. And that just sounds like what I'm looking for. It is gonna be pitch black outside at the time I probably even put this thing in the oven because it just gets dark so fast right now. I know I'm like a broken record talking about how quickly it gets dark, but I feel like I notice it even more when I'm vlogging because natural light is like a big part of filming. I feel like I really don't like filming in the dark, especially in this kitchen. Our lighting is like really not good whenever it gets dark, but we are just working with what we got and we're making it work. Okay, first up, I'm measuring my molasses. I need 300 grams. And then we're gonna melt this with the butter. We're using our New Zealand grass-fed butter in this New Zealand gingerbread recipe. This is a very Kiwi gingerbread loaf. Josh is gonna be so happy. This whole block of butter is going in. I'm just gonna kind of chop it up a little bit so that it melts faster. Sifting is very satisfying. It's snowing! You know what I want to ask for Christmas is a new kitchen scale, because this one is so terrible. Like, it works, but it turns off if you're not like constantly changing the weight. It'll just turn off after like, I don't know, 15 seconds. Not very long. So it's always a little nerve-wracking whenever I'm measuring stuff. Phew, it didn't turn off on me that time. I think this is the first gingerbread recipe I've seen that has cardamom in it, which I think is so fun. I love the smell of cardamom. It is so magical. Okay, I'm sifting all my spices. This is magical. Just gonna give my dry ingredients a good mix. Now we're gonna whisk some eggs into our molasses and butter mixture. I always have to crack my eggs, kind of embarrassing, into a different receptacle before I mix it into like the main thing, just in case there's any shell, because I am not the best at not getting shell in my stuff. A little pre-mix before we mix it into the rest. It says to whisk it very well until there's no lumps. I'm always afraid of overmixing, but in this case it's saying to make sure that you mix really, really good. So this is so much fun. I love baking. I'm actually so sad that Bake Off is over. Oh, it was such an amazing season though. Like, I haven't been that invested. I mean, I watch every season and I love every season, but this most recent season of Bake Off was some of their best work yet. Like, it was just so wonderful. Every single baker was just so special to me. I loved it. Okay, I think we're ready to pour it into our loaf pan and put her in the oven. Oh my. I did not do a very good job of cutting my parchment paper, and now I'm really scared because I don't want it to go behind the parchment. Okay, I think we're good. This is absolutely gorgeous. It is a very, very wet mixture, which I guess is why it's gonna take an hour and 20 minutes to bake. That was so easy and fast though to make the batter. I know this is naughty, but I cannot help myself. This is gonna be so good. Oh my god, it's the most delicious batter I've ever tasted in my life. Okay, she's going in the oven. Why am I nervous? It's very wet. Moist. The gingerbread is in the oven, and it is finally time for beef stew. I know, I'm so happy. If you watched the last Vlogmas, you will know that I made beef stew yesterday. It ended up being ready like too late in the day. We were too hungry, so we ended up eating something else. But tonight we are finally getting to eat it. My family's gonna come over and enjoy this with us. Josh is on his way home from work right now, and my brother and sister-in-law and their daughter are coming over, and my mom's coming over, and we're all gonna enjoy some family beef stew. So I'm just heating up the stew now. I'm gonna put it on low because I think it's gonna be a little while before everyone comes over. I think it's gonna be really good timing that we'll get to have some warm gingerbread after dinner, which I'm so excited about. This is like one of the best meals I could think of. Beef stew and gingerbread for dessert. My family is so blessed. We've had a bit of a gingerbread disaster. It just started overflowing. This is like a very standard size loaf pan, so I'm a little confused how and why this happened. Ow! Why did I just touch that? Anyway, it spilled out, and now the whole house smells like it's burning down because some of the gingerbread like touched the heating element on the bottom, so I had to like scrape that off. I've just put a pan down under it so that it will not drop into the bottom of the oven, but it'll just drop onto the pan, and just really hope and pray for the best because I know this is gonna taste so good. It's not gonna look good because, I mean, look at it, but hopefully it'll still taste good. I'm so annoyed. We have gingerbread soup. It's gingerbread we've ever had in our lives. Everyone is saying that it's the best gingerbread they ever had in their life, so it still turned out, even though it looks a little crazy. Totally. Yep. It is several hours later now. It's almost 9 o'clock. I completely forgot to film a proper gingerbread review, or even just like showing me taking it out of the oven or slicing it or anything, because everyone came over and then it was just a little bit chaotic here, because when the whole family comes, you know, it always gets like really busy and loud, and it's so fun. So we had a really sweet cozy night. The gingerbread was such a hit. I am so happy with this recipe. I definitely obviously need to get a bigger loaf pan. I don't think I have a bigger loaf pan. I have more loaf pans, but they're all the same size. I think it's pretty standard, so I don't know. A Pullman loaf pan or a large loaf pan? I've never heard of a Pullman loaf pan. Let's Google that. Maybe it's like a Kiwi thing. Okay, yes, it is definitely a bigger loaf pan. I didn't even catch that it said Pullman / large loaf pan. I just used a normal loaf pan, and that's why like 25% of the batter pretty much fell out. It really didn't even matter because it was the best gingerbread I've ever eaten, truly. My mom said it's her favorite thing that I've ever baked, which was just like a huge accomplishment. I will link this recipe below. I followed it exactly, besides obviously the proper loaf pan, but this is definitely going to be a staple recipe in our house. I'm so happy with how it turned out. The flavor, the texture, oh my gosh, it was truly so amazing, and it's almost gone already. We ate so much of it tonight, and then I sent my mom home with some, and then there's probably like 2 or 3 slices left for us to have tomorrow. So anyway, it was a great success, and I'm just sorry that I didn't get a proper video of it after. I took like a little weird selfie video on my phone whenever I remembered, but it definitely doesn't need this. But next time I might make like a cream cheese frosting kind of situation, and that would be extra special. I'm incredibly full and content and satisfied right now with the beef stew. Oh my gosh, and the beef stew was unbelievable. Like, somehow it was a million times better than the last time I made it. I don't even know why, because I didn't really change anything, but it was so good. Also, I decided I'm just gonna pack in the morning because I'm way too tired to do anything like that tonight. So we are gonna pack for the cruise in the morning. Also, I didn't get around to doing my advent puzzle yet today, so we can do that as well in the morning. I'm gonna take a nice hot shower, get cozied up, read a little bit on my Kindle. I decided to start Is She Really Going Out With Him by Sophie Cousins. This is on my December TBR. It's not a holiday read, but I just love Sophie Cousins, and I was so excited to read this, and I was just in the mood for this more than a holiday book. So I picked this one up, and I'm reading it before bed. I only started it last night, so I'm like 15 pages in or something. But I am currently also listening to an audiobook, and that one is holiday themed. It's called The Holiday Cottage by Sarah something. I'll pop a picture of it on here. But it's really cute so far. It's set in the Cotswolds, so like, do I need to say more? And so far, I'm only like 20% through. It's really cozy, cutesy, British, all the things I love. Okay, I need to get ready for bed, so I will see you in the morning. So I had every intention of starting this vlog this morning, packing, doing our little advent, having a cozy morning together, and then wrapping up the vlog because we're heading on our cruise tomorrow morning. But the day just did not pan out like that for me. It really got away from me. It's currently 5:36 p.m. The sun is basically set. I poured myself a lovely little Olipop in a wine glass just to make it feel fancy and make this packing experience a little more enjoyable. So yeah, I'm about to pack for our cruise. We're leaving tomorrow morning at like 10:30. So we do have a little bit of time in the morning to finish packing if we need to, but I'm gonna try to get completely packed tonight. But yeah, I'm always so last minute with packing. I thought yesterday I was gonna like get ahead on it and pack last night, and then I was like, oh, okay, it'll be fine if I just pack in the morning. And then of course now it's the night before and I'm just starting to pack, but it's okay. It's only a 3-day cruise, like or 3-night cruise. So just a quick little weekend one. So I really don't need that much. I'm just gonna bring like my carry-on size bag and then my little duffel bag. I'm getting so excited. It's gonna be such a fun time. And of course I'm gonna be vlogging the whole cruise, which is just gonna be really fun and really festive because they like deck out the whole ship for Christmas time. I can't wait to see it. It's also a brand new ship. We're going on the Utopia of the Seas, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. And it's one of the newest Royal Caribbean ships. It's absolutely gigantic. I don't think I've ever been on a cruise even close to the size before. So it'll be really cool. Also, it is a company cruise for my dad's company, which Josh works for and like a bunch of the family members work for. So it's kind of like a company cruise, but also family cruise because so much of our family is going to be on it. And it's just going to be so much fun. It's leaving out of Port Canaveral and it just goes to Nassau, Bahamas, and then Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island. And we've done this cruise like a million times. We do it every single year at Christmas and it's so fun. We've just never been on this ship before, so I'm really looking forward to it. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I finally got my prescription lenses put into these frames. They were ready for pickup this morning, so I went and got them and I really, really like them. I was kind of on the fence before, if you saw, I think Vlogmas Day 1, or I'm not sure when it was, but I was talking about how I wasn't sure about these frames, but now I love them. It took me a second to adjust to looking at my face in these big old frames, but I actually really, really love them. By the way, this sweater is brand new. I just got it in the mail and put it on like 5 minutes ago. It's so comfortable. It's from Aerie. And I got it in the Black Friday sale and it came so fast. I was really impressed with how quickly it came. It's like the perfect thinness for Florida. It like looks really warm and cozy and it is so soft and cozy. There's like not a hint of an itchiness or scratchiness in it, which is key for me. Like if you have 1% scratchiness, you're gone in my book. And also it's light and thin enough for Florida winter where I can actually like layer it or wear a jacket over it. It is really, really cozy, so really happy with this. It's also a really nice like oversized fit. I got it in a medium and it's still really roomy on me. I'm currently just wearing pajama pants with it, but I know I could style this in so many cute ways. Okay, let the packing commence. I'm packing 2 exercise outfits. I don't know if that's like very wishful thinking or if I'm actually gonna get in some workouts on this trip. Leggings I can just wear, you know, even if I'm not exercising, just to be cozy. I'm packing 2 pairs of pajamas and now I'm gonna pack my dinner clothes, like outfits for dinner. I think there's like one a little bit more formal night. I don't know if I want to pack these pants. Am I gonna wear denim on a cruise? That just like feels weird to me. I think I might have to skip these. These pants are so fun. I'm obsessed with this print. And then these little blue and white striped pants are just so comfy. They're like PJs, but you can wear them out as well. And they're just so cute and comfy. I probably will wear both of these pants as like a cover up with my swimsuits whenever we go to the beach or just walking around the boat. Packing these little like boxer shorts, cute and comfy. This Free People sweater, I'm obsessed with it right now. It's the one I wore at the beach in Vlogmas Day 1 and I just love it and I know I'm gonna wear it like, I probably won't take this off for the whole cruise. Okay, I think I'm done packing all my clothes, which feels really good. I do have a load of laundry going that I need to throw in the dryer in a little bit and then I have a couple pieces for sure that I want to bring from there, but not very many. So I'm pretty much done with clothes besides those couple of pieces, but as soon as I put those clothes in the dryer, I'm gonna take a nice everything shower. I feel like that's always a must do before any vacation, so I'm excited for that. I'm gonna exfoliate, shave. I didn't think it through to do self tanner early enough because if I was gonna do it, I should have done it yesterday. I feel like it's too last minute because I hate the smell of self tanner and I feel like I can smell it on myself for like 2 days after and I don't want to be on the ship smelling the self tanner smell. I don't know if that's like a weird thing, but anyway. I added some pomegranate juice to my ginger ale. Amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna take my lovely everything shower and then I can start to pack some toiletries after my shower because that makes sense. I take that back. I'm gonna take an everything shower except for I'm not gonna wash my hair until tomorrow morning, which I know might seem weird to like take a shower tonight and then also first thing in the morning, but my hair does not do well. Even if I were to blow dry it tonight and sleep on it, it's not gonna look very good tomorrow. So I'm gonna do my everything shower except for my hair, which is like a huge part of an everything shower, but whatever. And then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wash my hair so that it's gonna be nice and fresh and last me so that I don't have to wash it on the ship, hopefully. Okay, that's my plan. I still need to do my advent puzzle. Oh my gosh, okay, maybe I should do that right now because I have a little bit of time until I need to put the clothes in the dryer that are in the wash. So let's do the advent puzzle while I wait for that. And then as soon as the stuff's in the dryer, we can take a shower. Okay, here we go. With day 4. This might be very obvious, but the first thing I do is flip everything over and then separate any of the edge pieces, which are over here, and then go from there. I feel like it's very helpful starting point. took 25 minutes, so much longer than the days before, but we got there in the end. It's just the cutest puzzle I've ever seen, and it definitely helps to have this open to like refer to when you're putting the pieces together, obviously. For the first 10 minutes I didn't have this up, and I was going really slow, and then I decided I needed to look at it. I've had my lovely shower. I've been scrubbed within an inch of my life, and I'm feeling great. I did put like an oil mask in my hair so that it's nice and shiny tomorrow after I wash it, and we still have some more laundry going. I'm gonna just finish packing in the morning. Thankfully, we're not leaving super early, so I have time to do that. And so I'm gonna pack my toiletries in the morning since I'm gonna be using them in the morning anyway. I think this is probably the longest Vlogmas video yet. They've been a little bit shorter since they're just like mostly just days in life. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this longer Vlogmas. Let me know if you prefer longer or shorter, because I usually like the shortest I'll go is like 20-ish minutes. And then sometimes they're like 40 minutes, so let me know what you prefer if you've made it this far. So excited to take you along on the cruise. It's gonna be so fun. Okay, I need to end it here because I just have a hard time ending the vlog for some reason. Every time I go to say goodnight or goodbye, I'm just like, can't stop rambling on. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in Vlogmas Day 5 very soon. And Day 5 is gonna be the first day of the cruise. Maybe the first 2 days, we'll see how it pans out. Okay, see, I can't stop rambling. I love you, good night.